Alright, what is going on, guys? Before we get into the video, I kind of want to give you a, a different little bit of scenery, considering, you know, I'll be at the Grand Exchange for the rest of this video. Nonetheless, before we get into it, I'd like to say, if you guys do enjoy the content that you guys are seeing, feel free to subscribe down below. It means a ton to me. I'm watching my my subscriber count going up every day, probably because of my Venonata's video, but nonetheless, if you guys enjoy this, feel free to drop a like, too, and obviously, this video is a little, how should I say, it's sporadic at times, and I understand that, and I'm going to try to work on that in further episodes. Nonetheless, so if you guys liked it, feel free to leave a like. If there's any improvements that you guys can make or anything you want to tell me, feel free to leave that in the comments down below. Nonetheless, let's get right into the weird noise I'm about to make. Where are the other drugs going? Alright, so I just woke up. It's been a full day, and the occult necklaces finally sold. They did sell for about 15k less than I bought all of them for, so I did lose about 100k. But we're going to get back into this. I'm going to find some items to do, and we're going to make some money back. So I just found out that Gilded plate legs have a pretty decent margin, actually. There's about 80k on each one, so I'm just going to try to flip these for a little while, and then hopefully we can move on to something else. I kind of want to get away from Gilded, but it's a very good item for this price range, though. So if you guys are watching this video and you guys need anything to merch, just follow kind of what I'm doing. Obviously, there are better ones if you know more stuff around this price range. I'm not too knowledgeable on it, so this is just what I'm going to do for the time being. So just to preface this, I haven't merched in about 2 days because the occult necklaces just kind of got me down about merching, but I'm so hyped that these things bought this quick. I was in the middle of a game of FIFA, decided, wait, my Gilded legs probably sold, and they did. So we're going to go back and buy them again. Alright, so it was at this point that I decided that I would go back through and not really do live comm as much. I don't know, it's just something that I decided to do at the time because I thought it would be easier, it would allow me to merch more and do other stuff. However, looking back on it, I don't think that that's the right move, and I'm going to try to keep it with live comm for the rest of the series. So, nonetheless, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, but before, I don't know why I said that, I kind of need to get into the rest of this. Anyways, my explanation as to why I do Gilded so much, and you guys will probably see that throughout this episode and a little bit of the next because I'm currently merching it. It's an item that there's not enough of in the game to where the margins are really low, and it's constantly bought and sold for free-to-play PKing, and with PKing and free-to-play PKing, I would imagine especially, people don't care what price they buy and sell it for, they just want to buy and sell it, so realistically there's always a pretty good margin. I then went on to try Bandos Boots. Bandos Boots actually had like a 7k margin, but the problem was there, I'm pretty sure I got undercut, and that happens a lot with items like that, and I really wasn't about it. Then I go on to the Magic Fang. The Magic Fang was a good like 40k margin, maybe 20k. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was something at the time. I mean, it's an item that I'm pretty sure just lost all of its profit because of Torvesta. Torvesta has done a lot of merching videos, and he almost does a Magic Fang in pretty much every video, so that kind of ruins that. But Varrock skirts then were going for about 15k. I'm pretty sure later this episode I have a better Varrock skirt merch for about 50 to 75k, something like that. As you can see here, this is actually one of the more interesting merches that I was doing. I went through and I found the bought and sold price of all of the Gilded, so I could find out what price I could buy each of the individual pieces at and what price I could sell the set at. And at the end of it, I don't know I don't believe it's in this clip. However, in the end, I found out that it was a 200 to 300k margin on each one, and I'm pretty sure I made 2 sets or maybe 3 sets after that. So I ended up making back the money that I lost finding out the prices, and then I also went on to make about another 600k. So it was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I accidentally just clicked away. So, anyways, yeah. So the Gilded Kite Shield actually ended up at this point having the best margin, and like I just ended up going with that for some reason. It was like a 30k margin, so I figured why not. But I don't think that many of the Gilded Shields bought, so yeah. As you can see there, I was correct. So I just cashed out, and now I'm up to 7.2 mil. I went on to do Eternal Crystals. It's something I like to do a lot. It's just a really good item, but it takes a lot of time. So let's get back into the live gun. So it seems I've totally fucked up in buying this Eternal Crystal. I'm going to try to sell it overnight, but I'm not entirely sure as to what the buy and sell price is of it. Realistically, I'm not going to lose too much money on it. I just don't have the big margin that I initially had, so it's kind of depressing that I won't be getting that at all. As of now, though, if we price check it, I'm in World 2, sorry about that, you're gonna see all that. So nonetheless, I do have 7.5 mil now, which is actually really insane, and you know, it's really good progress. I'll probably record a little bit tomorrow and then probably wrap it up for this video because I'm sure I have more than enough clips, and I'm probably already over like 1.5 million for this episode, so. Alright, so I actually did find this out of my main, but it was just because of finding the price of Eternal Boots. They were 6.5 mil, and Eternal Crystals are currently buying for 4.05 mil. And Infinity Boots are 1.7, which means in total to make the Eternal Boots it costs 5.75 mil, but then you can sell them for 6.5, so you literally make 750k off of each Eternal Boot pair that you make. I have already bought one Eternal Crystal on my main, so I know they're buying for that price, so I quickly just put all my money into this, and so now I'm just going to make Eternal Boots. Hopefully, I need to find someone in my clan chat that can make it for me, though. I don't have 60 runecrafting on my merch or my main account, so I cannot physically make them myself. However, this is something that any of you could do if you guys have a trustworthy clan, or you can have someone give you like an equal value for it, so you know you're not going to get scammed, and even if you do, you still literally get the same exact amount. Nonetheless, that's what I'm going to be doing for hopefully a little bit. Hopefully this buys, hopefully we're able to do it. I want to be able to make money off of this so bad because it's going to help the series a ton. Right, so no one's home, so we're going to get into the live com for a little bit. Nonetheless, Gilded plate set just bought for 5060k. Took forever though, so I'm going to say that the price is actually, it's definitely more than that because I did an insta buy, so we're going to put it in for about this, make 190k once it sells. Hopefully it sells, but yeah, merching hasn't been going the way I wanted to. I don't know if that was a voice crack or if I made my voice do that, but either way, it's there. But yeah, so there were some fails with an Eternal Crystal, but we won't talk about that. Oh, man. Alright, and there we go. We are back. So at this point, I don't know, I want to do some smaller merches. This is actually what a lot of people do with merching series. They do really small items, but I'm pretty sure they do that because it allows the series to, it allows them to make videos faster, because stuff like this buys and sells really quick. Like Zora Scales and Death Runes, they come to you really quick, so you can constantly pretty much be uploading. And it is beneficial. However, in my case, I don't think it's the best thing to do. As you can see there on the Varrock sets, I ended up getting 75k per set, which isn't normal. Most Barrows items tend to be very low in their merches, just because Barrows items are overly merged, and everyone pretty much does that as a basic merch. Like, everyone's pretty much into that. And if you guys see all the stuff in my inventory, that's for another video, so just be ready for that. I'm going to start this Loot from Pet series that I'm going to be putting out on my main, or with my main account. So I don't know, as you can see, maybe you know, maybe you don't, I was doing Venenatus, and so I was like, Treasonous Ring, because Venenatus drops Treasonous Rings, and I found there's a 110k margin on them, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna merch these for a little bit. I ended up actually merching a few, so it's decently profitable, as you can see. Like, I was able to get a nice few, some bought and sold overnight. I tried the Treasonous Rings out again, though, the next day. Not as good. They were back down to like 10 to 20k, and it was, you know, decently depressing, but we were able to make it through. The Cash Jack's looking well. I kind of have something to explain at the end of this video. Throughout the video, though, since I wasn't doing live com, I was very sporadic with my recording, so I did miss a lot of clips. As you can see, I just randomly bought a Gilded set. My bad, sorry about that. Anyways, basically what happened is the next morning I woke up, I put in a bunch of offers for just random stuff like I normally do, and the Gilded skirt bought, as you can see, under the actively traded price by about, I believe, 400k. Like maybe 450, so I was like, alright, this is going to be a lot of profit. But then I looked up how many Gilded set with skirts are bought and sold on the daily, and it's under 10, so I was like, alright, this is going to be something that's going to take a long while to get my money back on. So I decided that it would be in my best interest to then go and buy the legs themselves and then make the set into a leg set, because basically by selling off the skirt and buying the legs, I was only investing 2.4 more mil into the set itself, which I then could have sold for, I believe, about 5 point, yeah, as you can see, 5.3 around there. So since I was only putting in another 2.4 into what I already had of 2.3, I was then going to make about 600k on this merch, which is one of my more successful merches of the series and is definitely helpful towards where we're at the moment. However, this is pretty much the end of the merching for the video. Now I'm going to show you guys a stake that I did. The account is one of my friend's accounts. I'm pretty sure my main account literally is just rigged to not let me win, and it's weird to say that, but trust me, I legitimately feel that way, and I feel as if I have a decent enough amount of proof as to why. But as you can see, we were going in for a 20 mil stake. I pitted it out, and it was I don't know, I never win legitimate stakes. It's kind of a sad thing, but there we go. I won 20 mil. Hey guys, so if you guys made it this far, I obviously congratulate you. Basically, this video setup's a little weird, and the amount of time it took me to make this video is also a little strange. I was changing households, and I'm not really sure yet how I want to record this. I was kind of being lazy at the time of recording, and I pretty much told myself, I'm like, I'll go back through later, and I'll put commentary on all of this. And I don't think it makes it as fun of a video. If you guys think differently, feel free to let me know. However, this is where we are now. There's a lot of time that's gone by since my last clip, but trust me, it's all been merging, I can guarantee that. Anyways, we're going to price check this all, and this is how much I currently have. So, the OS Buddy guide price, obviously wrong, it's not 821k. Nonetheless, it's not that high, it's about 500k less, so right now we're about 9.3 mil, and I think that's where we are going to end off the video. I want to start uploading these a lot more frequently. A lot of people do series like this, and they do like a day pretty much as far as merching, and then upload that as a video. I'd like to keep it to 1 or 2 days of merching and then upload that. So if you guys think that that's cool, feel free to let me know. Nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you made it this far, trust me, I'm more than appreciative of it, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. So peace out guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.